All right, guys, how are you doing today? Today is Monday, and we are out here at a new job. We kind of started at midweek, so we've got some stuff going on, but today we're out here getting this patio lined out. This design is a really fun outdoor backyard courtyard space. Run that back, I just used way too many words.
Welcome to Hiner Outdoor Living. We're a team of yardists taking boring, cookie-cutter yards and transforming them into one-of-a-kind backyard retreats. Join us as we bring quality, passion, and fun to yards all across the Colorado Front Range, inspiring life outside.
All right, guys, Sam with Hiner Outdoor Living here, and today we are at a new project. We moved into it last week, and today we are out here getting some of this patio lined out. Really fun backyard space, multi-terrace patio, fire pit, water feature, the whole 9 yards. So let's take a look and see what we're doing today, how it's getting laid out, and that existing grade that we're starting with, and the process of getting to that final product of that usable, enjoyable patio space. And then, other than the iPad, I've got some other tools out here. We've got our marking paint and then 2 different tape measures. And what that's doing is it's allowing me to pull a measurement from my iPad here and then run those in the field, get those lines painted out. I like having 2 so that I can run 2 measurements at once, start to triangulate some features and really get this dialed from my iPad and the design to the landscape out here and that starting point for us. So follow along, it's going to be an exciting day. We'll kind of walk you through some of the layout and some of the changes that you should expect to see as this progress progresses. Oh well. We've got 3 of our terraces painted out. We still got 1 more to do, but I want to show you guys some of the elevations and how it's going to start to shape out and what we're looking at for a final product. So with our first little line in here, that's just going to be a step down. We're going to bring that guy about 6 inches down from here, and that'll be your first step. So finished grade is going to be roughly here. From there, we've got 1 more step down. Now we've got a nice little landing area. This is going to act as that transition into the new space and the addition onto the existing patio. From there, 1 more step down. This step is kind of a multi-purpose slab, so it's large enough to fit a couple chairs and a little bistro table, or just kind of expand on the sitting space. Once we keep moving this way, we're going to step down once more. That's the one we're still painting out, so we're not exactly there yet. But once we step down into here, we're going to get to the main space here. We've got our gas line trenched in, ready to just finalize that stub up location. Really nice patio, starting to get centered on this picture window here with that fire pit. So now it's not just the outdoor element, but you can also enjoy it inside and outside for those nights that you got guests over and you're entertaining. We'll have to get this swale pushed outside the patio a little bit. Us bringing the grade to 4 inches minus finished grade so that we can get that thickened concrete slab in there for our patios. From here, as a 0, we're going to go down 10 inches for this first step. We're going 10, which should be right about there. So yeah, that's 10.1. Make a quick mark. This one we can also verify real quick with our tape. But yeah, water feature.
We are the water feature.
I think that this line is in a good location to go ahead and get this guy
Just like that.
stood upright.
So there is a lot going on today. We have all plant materials, trees and all that stuff. We're also working in our manifold valve box system in here. There's a lot that needs to happen here. Backflow preventer needs to go in, and all the valves and irrigation, it needs to be tied into here. The other section over there, we still need to wait for the concrete to finish, but all this needs to be happening in 2 days. Which is this. This is the good stuff. It has a lot of nutrients for the grass, because our original, what we have here is pretty dry, so we are mixing it together, and then we're going to do all the raking for the grass to go on top of it. Alright, so we got our planter already tilted up. We have a nice amount of soil here, the good stuff that's going to help these plants to grow nice and healthy. So we got some of these hydrangeas in here, and some limon, spireas over here, and some upright right in the corner over here, a juniper upright. So we're going to keep doing the same thing over here. We're going to keep prepping up all the rest of the planters, adding the good soil that we add, tilt it up and get it all fluffed up so we have the plants, so we set the plants in a nice soil so they can grow and thrive over here. So grass is getting prepped up right now. We're doing some raking, getting all the clumps and all the stuff in here, and we're gonna go ahead right now and keep working on our grass on the other side. So this is almost done, this is almost prepped. We're gonna start putting this one in the ground right now. So we got our maple, we got a hot wind maple in place. One of the important things when you plant a tree, you don't want this to be too low. You want it to be a little higher than estimated grading level, which is going to be around here. So it sits perfect what it is right now. After that, we're going to go ahead and take away all this. I don't take any of this. I see some people that take some of this, all the support outside, and then wrestle the tree into the hole. That puts a lot of stress in the root ball over here. So it's good to do that kind of thing, to take all this out of the tree, off the tree, once it sits in the perfect spot where you're gonna leave it forever. So it is in place. Second thing that is very important when you plant this is the face of the tree. Yes, the tree has a face. It depends where do you want that to be. In this case, I have a narrow strip in here. I want those branches to go this way. I want the majority of the big ones to stay away from the grass and more like along the fence over here. So that's how we're gonna leave it. It's gonna sit here and it's gonna look great. So we got all that done, and the reason we want it a little higher, at the minimal, we want it flat, level with our final grading over here. So as you can see here, it's just a little bit higher, not too much. The reason being is because this is still part of the trunk of the tree. We don't want any moisture touching this, or the tree is going to start getting sad, because you know this needs to be totally dry. So, and you got to take in consideration, we still need mulching here. We still need a few inches of mulch. So if our mulch comes all the way here, so the tree is gonna be fine, because the mulch will hold moisture, and that moisture, if it's way too high over here, if this tree was lower in the ground, all the mulch is gonna get up to here, and the mulch itself is gonna start getting this tree sad. So they don't like that. They like the mulch to be right under the bottom where the root ball starts. So that's why when we do this, we like this to be a little higher in the ground. Nobody likes a sad tree. We want happy trees growing nicely.